Come on! Football!
All right, it's time for another film breakdown here on the O-Line Committee, a place where we pull back the curtain and get to hang out with two former NFL offensive linemen and learn about the trenches, gentlemen. Alex Boone, Jeremiah Sirles, I'm Phil Mackey representing the fans, and today we're going to take a look at the Bengals offense, which started to come alive a little bit. Joe Burrow looks like he might be getting a little healthier. The Cincinnati Bengals with a victory over the Cardinals last week.
Ja'marr Chase is always open. He told the world, I'm always open, and then he went out, and, man, he was always open. That dude is a freak show.
Yeah, T. Higgins was not active for this game, and so, yeah, you'd think that, maybe Ja'Marr Chase can be, I don't know, double, triple teamed or something, but it doesn't matter because he's always
But let's be
open.
honest, a lot of it is because Joe Burrow can finally be himself more and move around, and he looks a lot more comfortable in the pocket too. And the ball's coming out. I mean, dude,
he's not a statue anymore.
Right.
And whenever you can move and create, it puts pressure on the back end of the defense because once you get into scramble drill, good luck keeping up with Ja'Marr Chase.
Yes.
So, Jay, you sent me a couple interesting blitz pickups that we're going to take a look at here, and then some other big offensive plays for the Bengals. So I'll just roll some of this. You guys can take us wherever you want on this this journey through the trenches.
Yeah, I wanted to take a look at what was it that made the Bengals be able to get back a little bit in this game offensively, and a lot of it was their ability to pick up the blitz and Joe Burrow to beat the blitz with the ball. Right, so here you see it. I believe this was third down, right, Mackey? 3rd and 8?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is 3rd and 8, and you see everyone's up there, and people have had success blitzing Joe Burrow, and here you can see they pick it up, and this is just, again, a great job of the pickup by the offensive line in the back, right? So this is a 4-down look, technically. This is a 4-down overload look. Pause it right there.
Go back.
Go back.
We'll go half speed here.
So, yeah, so this is – just pause it right there. This is a 4-down look, right? So you have the defensive end that's out over the tight end, number 81. Number 55, Stills, rookie from West Virginia. He's the other D lineman. And then 97, and then whoever this Yahoo is out here, 40-something, way outside, is the other down lineman. Right? And so you got to think, how do we want to pick this up? Right? And you're seeing Jonah talking to him, Kappa. You see Cordell and Big O talking about how they're identifying this. And this is a great job, if you just play this out, of everyone understanding their assignment and just letting, when one guy disappears, another guy's going to come. Right. This is just understanding all of that, right? So they push out here, and you see Kappa is pushing all the way to the left, and this is a great job by Cordell, our dude Cordell here, understanding that, hey, I know that I had this defensive lineman initially in front of me, but I can't just vacate this space. I got to push out and get them, and then just everyone trusting that the guy next to them is going to be doing their job. Right, Cordell pushes through 97 here, which is a hard thing to do, to wave a defensive lineman across your face and just trust that your center is going to get through a defensive lineman in his play side gap here. Right, Cordell feels this, and he's like, I hope Karras is there, and he comes back here. This is a huge pickup by them, because if Cordell just stays locked on that D lineman, this dude's going to decapitate Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Burrow's super comfortable in a crowded pocket, too, where there's a lot of things happening. He doesn't flinch or get weird.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
He also dealt with this the entire year that they this is a good pickup, but he dealt with a lot of stuff 2 years ago on the way to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so
great job by Karras and Kappa here.
Great job by Jonah too. See that right there?
Yeah, Jonah siphoning this off, and even the back. You can see the back's back there, just securing everything. He's hidden behind the two monsters, right? But you can
Mackey,
see
this is one of the things that we talked about when go back. Instead of going up here and going 5-0 and let's sift through the trash, let's just make an L call. We'll just all say L, and we all know that we have a number count. So you go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're basically like, okay, well, I'm number 4 in this equation, so right now I'm locked on him. I have to follow him until I see another color pass him, and then the number count switches in your head. And that's why guys mess up, and that's why Jay's saying initially we're sitting here going, okay, Cordell wants to go outside, but like you said, I'm letting a guy go in here not knowing if anyone's there, but I trust that Karras will push through 55 to get here, but it ends up working out because 55 and 97 run a twist and Kappa's waiting there for him.
So dumb question. If you're I guess I might phrase this wrong, but if you're moving left or you're identifying left, or how would you phrase it when you said
L? Just
you
call
go L.
L.
Call an L. So you're counting numbers. So I don't know if you can see my cursor here. At 1, 2.
Obi,
if
Cordell,
you're the right guard, 1, 2, 3,
4.
4. Right.
Yep. but you have to push through 7. You're assuming you're pushing through 7, and that's where it becomes tricky. I have to get to him no matter what. And so as you go down here, 7 might drop and starts to mess with you, and you get down to 55, but then all of a sudden 97 comes around, but there's your new number. He becomes number 4, right? Because
Got it. So if that's a twist, if that's a twist, then the guy twisting becomes number 4. He was
correct. And that's
we're not identifying people; we're identifying gaps.
Right.
We have to identify our gap. If you get locked into a person here, you're done for. You have to have the feel to be able to push through someone that's in your gap, and understanding that if he's crossing my face, someone else is going to show up in my gap.
Right. Boom.
It's tricky.
They got lucky. They got lucky here. He didn't fumble this out of bounds.
That's true. Yeah, that was. If we cared about what happened after the blocking, then we would examine it.
We don't. We know we don't give a shit.
So, all right, now we got a
2-minute
first and 10 here. 2-minute drill.
2-minute drill.
0-26.
Right, 2-minute drill. Dead ball, right? You come out of the dead ball. What's the first thing you alert to, Boone?
Blitz.
Pressure. This is cover 0. Go all the way back to the wide one more time for me.
For sure, blitz is coming.
Right. You can tell this is, if you let this run out a little bit here and just kind of you start to see these safeties start slowly creeping in. And you see number 2's topped over here. He's trying to hide it like he can't, but he can't help himself, right? This guy standing over number 2's like, I'm just going to stare dead at the receiver. They'll never know I'm coming. Right? He's like, they're so stupid. DBs are so dumb.
They are dumb.
And they end up sending 7 here, right? There's one more than you can pick up here. This is as cover 0 as they come. It's man coverage across the board. But this is where it's a great pickup, and you let the furthest guy away from the quarterback be the one that comes free. And then Joe Burrow being able to identifying it and figuring out where he wants to go to his one-on-one matchup.
And you said something there too, another thing for fans. Out of a dead ball, it's more likely that they're going to dial something up pressure-wise as opposed to clock moving, 2-minute drill. Everything's right.
Anytime there's a dead ball in 2 minutes, all 5 linemen look at each other and start saying alert pressure, alert games.
Yep.
Because they actually have a chance to get a chance to talk and get a play call in. And especially right here, they're like, man, we want to just stop them dead in their tracks. But again, this is a great job. They identify the right linebacker, right? You can go to the back end now.
And it's like Jay said, it's a great job of leaving the widest and furthest player from the quarterback. Like, we obviously want to take the linebackers blitzing here. We know that the safety's going to be free somehow, or this outside nickel. So it's like, hey, let's leave him, and it's just enough time.
Right, and this is why you slide strong here, so that the quarterback knows where his issues are. Right, the quarterback and the running back are all aware of where this protection is going. Joe Burrow feels his running back step up, and he knows he's short one. He immediately knows he's short. Now this right tackle's thinking, "Fix it, Jesus." But
I didn't want to say anything.
But this is just a really good job of everyone understanding and trusting the rules. Again, this is back to everyone being on the same page, and Joe Burrow being back to Joe Burrow and getting back up to game speed and understanding, hey, here's my blitz. It's in my face. You want to throw into the blitz, right? You always want to throw into the blitz because they're usually softer coverage over there. And then let me find number 1, who, again, is always open.
Always open.
All right, let's take a peek here at a few other offensive highlights here. And I know that they ran the ball for 100 yards in this game, but I literally poured through, because Jay, you were kind of asking, they had to have had some good runs in this game. They averaged 3.5 yards a carry. It was, I think, a long run of 9. And I'm not disparaging the running game. It was effective, but it was literally 3 yards in a cloud of dust effectively for 3 hours against the Cardinals, their run game, and it set up a lot of stuff in the passing game. So these are all pretty much pass plays that I pulled.
Here we go. Oh, we're back to our gone protection. We go with a quick throw. Ooh. Ooh.
Screen action here.
Was that a face mask? This is a missile screen. These are super fun to run. They are quick hitters, and these are the counters to how you want to stop a team from that just pass rushing. We're just going to let you rush up the field, and we're all going to leak out late. And the best is when it happens like this and nobody realizes what's going on. The problem is we got to get better blocking out there because we are literally 1 block away from a touchdown.
Yeah, if 80 can hold on to this block, it's a touchdown.
I used to love these plays because it really is such an off-script play that they're expecting you to run some gone protection and they're firing off the ball. I mean, look at these guys. They have no idea.
Look at the backside safety, right? The backside safety is usually the one that can make this play. But with motioning Ja'marr Chase back into the backfield,
he's gone.
Right? You see him motion back in here, and this backside safety is glued to him. When he jets out of here pre-snap, that safety is no longer involved in this play.
Yeah.
'cause he
right?
looks them
And
off.
now you have it to where the number count, stop right there. So this is the way the screen works. This is a 2x2 screen, right? You have 80 and 28 out here. 28 was on the outside. So 80 has to block number 1, right, which is who he's on right now. The first guy out the tackle has what we call the numbers, right? You get up on the numbers, you run your track. 65
Sidewalk.
has what we call the sidewalk. 65 has what we call the alley, which is in
Okay.
between the numbers and the hash, right? And then 64 has rat kill or number 3, which is usually that backside safety coming across to make the play. And then you're saying, hey, 28 outrun the defensive linemen that are coming back across. So by letter of the law, this is perfectly blocked. If 80 can just stick on this a little long, Joe Mixon's going to score here, and my fantasy team does a lot better.
So what you just said is interesting because I think, again, as a fan, I'm watching this thinking that these guys all have like an assigned helmet that they're on, but you're telling me it's actually more. It's kind of like you were saying with IDing the defensive line. You're not IDing a person. You're IDing a gap.
An
In this
area.
case, 73's area is the sidewalk, meaning the numbers here.
numbers.
Yep.
65 is the alley, which is adjacent to the
Inside.
sidewalk.
Yep.
And then 80 is whatever you call that other area to the right of the sidewalk, the curb. I don't know.
Number,
You
he has
get-
the number 1. He's
Okay.
blocking number 1.
See, it's kind of like that. It's like you count numbers, but at the same time, you know the numbers are going to be there. Because if you go back and if we had the wide, you'd probably see that the safety was the number 2 defender over there, then that linebacker was the number 3. You're almost expecting them to be there. If they're not, though, you don't miss a beat. You just go, well, this guy's on the sidewalk. I need to kick him out. Like you're not going to freak out and be like, oh my God, it's not my guy. You're like, hey, I am sidewalk. It should be 22, but if it's not, whoever's there is getting
And the biggest thing is you have to be flat to your landmark.
Very
That's where
flat.
you see a lot of linemen when they get beat on screens is because they try and go upfield too early. And that's why we have landmarks is you're flat to the sidewalk, then you can climb. You're flat to the alley, then you can climb. Just so you don't out-leverage yourself because they're definitely faster than you.
All right, some more motion here.
Man coverage, pre-snap indicator.
Look at that.
Look how much separation he gets instantly.
just ridiculous.
I mean, that's
I
not
love
even
this play
fair.
action right here. Little gun, fake blunt.
Right, so 22 is the one that most likely has Ja'marr Chase here in man coverage.
I feel like
he
it's
gets-
hard to see the Cardinals' numbers with
It is.
with these
It is,
uniforms,
but
isn't
it's
it?
easier in person. But you know what I love about this? They hide Chase from here and they put him behind the O-line, which helps make him disappear to the defense, and if anything causes confusion. And then he just slips right out the back end. I love this whole why hide submarine philosophy because look at everybody on the defense right now, and even the safety that has him, and you can see the guy getting ready to go back. He's already a step behind, and everyone else is just keying into the backfield as to what's going on. It's almost
This is
too
genius
simple.
because it's
too
like
simple.
I don't remember the last time I saw someone run a double reverse, but this is a faster version of a double reverse, right?
Yeah.
It's like let's get the second guy on the
more
reverse out
accurate.
there faster. Yeah.
And more accurate because you're having Joe throw the ball. That's exactly what this is. And especially because go ahead and play it. This is one of the cool things about this. And as we start to talk about like the nuances of what people are doing on the offenses, see how Joe turns his back to the defense? Go back. That should be like a telltale sign, right? We would never want to turn our back to the defense ever as the guy holding the ball. And all of a sudden, this whole defense, in real time, you don't notice that. But it's a great fake because now you don't see the ball at all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't, and it's like, if when we look back at it, we should have been like, that's weird that he did that. Normally, they just hand the ball in front of them.
Right.
But now that you're looking at it, you're like, God, you're right. How come I didn't notice that? And at the same time, nobody notices Ja'Marr Chase running behind the O-line. Why? Because he's tiny and they're big. And two, the guy chasing him is like screaming at everybody, but the fans are going nuts. Nobody can hear anything. This is
just
just
follow
a
Ja'Marr here.
well-run play.
It's easy to get lost, and he's riding low here too.
Yeah, I
Look at
mean, he
this.
gets completely lost in the shuffle here.
It's so
I mean,
fun, dude.
The backside
It's so
corner,
fun
the
to run
backside corner is the only one that sees it, and by this point, he's 10 yards away from a guy that runs a 4.2. Yeah,
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah, this is great design.
But this is stuff that is back, and they couldn't run this 2 weeks ago because watch how
No.
much like Joe Burrow has to move on this play. Right,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow has to be able to put his foot in the ground. Just watch how much distance he has to cover. Right, the ball starts on the hash, so he flips around. Boom, he's got to press off that calf, get out to the other hash, and throw it. Like That's stuff that he wasn't able to do the first couple of weeks because of the injury. So that's why this game for me is like, okay, this could be a turning point because you're starting to see them release Joe a little bit more with some of the move stuff they can do.
Right.
Yep. Now we go into another play here. This is the start of the second half here.
Yep.
Bengals up 17-14 here. We'll run this full speed. Here we go.
Lots of motions.
This is sometimes I forget what I put on film for you guys, but not this one.
Oh, this catch this catch, like people don't understand how hard this catch actually is. He makes this look really easy, but this is over the left shoulder as he's running to his right. Like, this is an insane catch.
What are we doing? Dude.
Look at this play.
Just runs right by him. Like, even the safety turned around like, well, that was pretty neat.
Well, that was great.
Well, that was kind of cool.
Well, that was awesome, man. Yeah, it's great.
But it goes back to what you said. They had 100 yards rushing in this game, right? Like, they finally were able to get the ground game going. So this little play action fake that they do here hits that safety to just stop his feet and get his eyes in the backfield for just a half a second too long. And a half a second against Ja'marr Chase is over, right? Like, right here, that safety is looking into the backfield. He sees the hide motion coming back across again. So then everyone's kind of thinking, okay, this might be a run. But then he pulls it out here, and he's just got no chance. Jamar's just too fast.
Look who has to cover the inside of Ja'Marr. Number 10. Look where he is in the start. He's right here over Cordell. He's got his hand up right there.
Yeah, right here.
Telling him, I'm over there, and I got deep middle. Yeah, that's me. And all of a sudden, I mean, it's like Jay said, the minute you're bought with that half second of could they hand the ball off, Ja'Marr Chase has already passed you.
Right.
He's okay,
there.
So this dude has deep middle on this play, you said, right?
He's going to turn around and
he turns and runs.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Gone.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Yeah, that 5 or 6 yards of separation. That 5 or 6 yards of separation is all because he got caught with his eyes in the backfield.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
right. Like,
insane,
if this is just a true drop back, he's sinking immediately.
Is this Tampa 2?
I think it is. It might be some 4 to 3.
it
It might be
looked like
some form of 3, but I think it's more Tampa 2 because the way that
got
he
the
has to
deep
sink.
middle.
Because right here, that half step laterally stops him from sinking back like that, and that's all it took. Right? He's seeing Ja'Marr across the open field right there when he turns his head, and he just has to run, but he's just too slow.
Oh, God.
You're just too slow. And look at this ball. Pause it on the catch. Pause it on the catch. Like,
Let's go back.
That is an unbelievable catch. Like, I know he makes it look very routine, but like, he's running towards the numbers. He readjusts and catches it over his left shoulder blindly, right? His eyes are right. His eyes are looking back up towards the right. And then watch where he catches this. Like, he catches this blindly. He doesn't even get his head around by the time he catches this ball.
And doesn't fall down, right?
No, like, zero, complete body control, plucks this thing out of the air blindly over his left shoulder, and then just waltzes into the end zone.
Doesn't even stumble, dude.
So good. So fast. So special.
Wow.
Always open.
Always open.
Always.
So wow,
Always
there's your Bengals, man. I know you guys follow that
Can't wait
team
to see him in
closely.
person. Can't wait to
Tell
see
me
him in
about
person.
Seattle again. Go ahead,
Yeah,
tell
if
me
you
about
listen to the
Seattle
podcast,
I did
and you
pick
go back
Seattle.
and you pick Seattle. I'll be in Bengals Nation rocking Hoo Day this weekend. Let's go.
Cannot wait.
Hey, if you guys enjoy these film breakdowns, please click the subscribe button and the like button on the O-Line Committee YouTube channel. Hopefully you're learning something here and having fun. Alex Boone, Jeremiah Sirles, and Phil Mackey.